Hello. This is what? Season 1 of Dead in the Water. Episode 2? Episode 3? What is this? Episode 2, Spence?
Episode 3.
Episode 3 is in the building. I don't know how any of this is looking right now. I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to need somebody to chime in. For some reason, I can't get one of my channels to roll. I don't know what's going on. Interesting. Yeah, it's definitely not working, but I think YouTube is. I think YouTube is to maintain smooth streaming. The wife will chime in, somebody will chime in. In any event, man, I don't know how to get the rest of this stuff. So they changed some things up. I'm noticing on Restream, where I go to, let me see if I can. Yeah, this is so strange. Come on. Oh, there we go. No, it looks like it's live. Looks like we're live. It looks like we're live. Huh. I don't know why it's not working. I don't know why.
I can't see you, but
you can?
I believe you for live.
Yeah, I know, and that's the one thing about this new setup, right? Yeah, the new setup it's a little different. Yeah, it doesn't show. Here we go. I think I just figured out what's going on. I think. Keyword is think. There we go. Anywho, I think we are good. So, Spence, man, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I can't complain, man. I mean, World Series is over.
I know. Basketball season starting. Baseball's over. Football's at the midway point, right?
Yes, sir.
It's pretty intense. And we got 12 teams in the college football playoff this year.
I'm excited about that. We definitely need to talk about that. I didn't even think about that. College ball. We got to bring college ball into the mix, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we got to bring college ball in the mix. So, yeah, it looks like everything is streaming right now. Finally. So, shout out to everybody, the crowd, all the sports fans out there in the world that's looking to hear what we have to say. We got a nice little quick show for you tonight, right? You know, we like to do our watch show. Well, we're watching the Jets get dismantled here, even though I think the score is still 0-0. Yeah, but I don't know, man. What's your thoughts on the Jets?
I mean, you would think they're dead, but just when you think they're dead, they're probably not. So I don't know. I think they're too far gone to recover and get to the playoffs. I mean, they'd have to pretty much win, 8 of their last 9 games? I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, it's going to be a task. I just can't.
So maybe they get to respectability and they finish maybe like a little over 500 or something if they're lucky.
Yep.
But I don't see them making the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. 100%.
Yeah. So Devontae's situation didn't improve much. Like the Jets.
It didn't improve.
Sorry.
Yeah,
No.
it didn't improve at all.
Yeah. And I don't know, maybe you like the nightlife in New York better than Vegas, but
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's about all you got going for you.
No, I agree. We all knew why, he was going to the Jets. It still stings. I'm not going to lie. It still hurts. I knew something was wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have my lights, man. You guys can't see. Hold on. Let me get my lights going. Lighting is key in this whole thing. And I don't have any of it. All right, that should be a lot better. But yeah, I mean, we all knew why he wanted to leave, right? I mean, we get it. You want to go play with your boy. You want to pad your stats. You want to make sure you look good in, in the Hall of Fame with your gold jacket. But I don't know, man. Was it worth it?
I don't know. I mean, he didn't do too much against the Patriots.
No.
I mean, he did get Gonzo, so that's gonna hurt your numbers right off the top anyway. But
Right.
yeah, it was not a great showing for him.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah,
And Garrett Wilson was more than happy to like not have Gonzo on him for the whole game.
exactly. I mean, I'm torn, man. I do think the guy's lost a step. People are gonna consider me being a hater. If I say that, not true, not true at all. I just think the guy really has lost us. I
He was
mean,
never really a burner, was he?
no, exactly, and that's the whole point. Like, you were never a burner to begin with. You've clearly lost a step. Don't get me wrong. He can get open. He's gonna get you first downs.
Yeah, I mean, his thing is like possession receiver and breaking tackles. Like, but I mean, he's older.
Exactly.
I feel like the receivers, especially, are like I know it's crazy calling like a 31, 32-year old, but it's the truth. Like the NFL players, I mean, you hit your 30s, your career is basically done.
Pretty much. Pretty much, man. And I don't know if people understand that. You know what I mean? It's
And running backs have an even shorter shelf life, maybe 6 years. If they're lucky.
if they're lucky. Yeah.
Unless you're Derrick Henry, the freak.
Derrick Henry is an absolute monster. Um,
Can you believe the Cowboys didn't pay for him?
I
Yeah, you heard that story, right?
I have, but let's make sure the world hears this story. Tell that story for us, Spence. I'd like to hear that again.
He's from Texas. Grew up a huge Cowboys fan. Wanted to play for the Cowboys. Reportedly was willing to take a discount to come to Dallas
Right.
to play for them. And like, let's look at their roster. They let Pollard walk. They brought back Zeke from the Patriots, he was good for the Patriots last year, but I mean, he still was like 3.8 yards a carry, maybe.
Yep.
And you had the chance to have the best free agent running back come on a discount to play for you. And what did they do? They said, no, thank you, we're good. We're good with Zeke.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones hits free agency. He's from El Paso, huge Cowboys fan.
Right.
I know factually wanted to play for the Cowboys. No, thank you. We're good with Zeke. It's like, so now they're rolling with Dowdle and Zeke, and Aaron Jones is busting runs up in Minnesota, and Derrick Henry is the #1 rusher in the league.
It's insane. Yeah.
Good job.
Exactly. Right. Good job. I don't. It's so
Well done. Well done, Dallas.
Yeah. I'll never ever understand Dallas and Jerry Jones. Right. I'll be honest. It was the same thing for me with Al. Right. Al Davis. Back the last 10 years of Al Davis was one of the most frustrating times of Raider history. And I think Dallas is going through the same scenario.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I hope they don't come crashing down, but things don't look really good for Dallas long term.
Nope.
They got too many big contracts.
Yeah. I don't,
Looks like a problem.
who's up next to get paid? That's basically going to end up leaving. It's not Micah, is it?
Yeah,
Not Micah.
Parsons
Micah
is next year.
Parsons? That's going to be a problem. That is going to be a big time.
And they paid TD and they paid Dak. Micah is the guy that's gonna get the short straw.
Yeah, that's not gonna be cool.
So, yeah, I don't know where. Like, Micah looks like a Raven to me. Doesn't he just kind of like have that?
Don't say that. We don't need any more serious competition in the AFC. That would be scary. That's past scary.
Yeah. He does. Like I just watch him play, and he looks like a Raven.
You are killing me.
I can't really put my finger on like why I feel that way, but
Right.
he just does when you look at him play. So I don't know. I mean, I don't really know that they have a ton of wiggle room either, so that just may not be feasible.
Right.
But they need a pass rusher like crazy.
I agree.
I think their number one pass rusher is Kyle Noy, who's like 35 or something.
That's not gonna cut it. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Yeah, they'll have a problem with that.
Yeah.
They'll have a problem with that long term. For sure.
Yeah. There are rumors that they're going to trade for Jadeveon Clowney.
Oh wow, where is
Which,
he at?
you know,
Last
he's
I
not-
remember he was in Cleveland, Carolina
Really?
now. Okay.
He's in Carolina.
Yeah, I haven't paid attention.
Chasing Big Jack.
I haven't paid attention to him in forever, to be honest.
It's about all Carolina's good for is a paycheck.
That's it. You go there to die, make money and die. That's about it.
Yep. So I'm not really sure like how well this is going to play out for the Cowboys. They look kind of broken to me right now.
Yeah.
So
They are broken. I mean, they're broken in a lot of ways, and then the owner doesn't help, man. He's definitely a detriment to that team right now, and it's just a part of having to deal with the owners of these sports franchises, man, because they are totally toys. 100%, they're just toys. They don't. I honestly don't believe they care about winning or losing championships half the time. It's about the cash. You know what I mean? All kinds of other things. They could care less sometimes. At least that's the way it feels.
I do think Jerry cares about appearances. I don't know if he really genuinely cares about winning a Super Bowl or just looking like he cares about winning a Super Bowl.
Right.
You know? There's a difference.
It's a huge.
It's like he wants everybody to love him, but I don't know that he's necessarily that invested. It's been a really long time, and it's like I just like never really had that. He's never really been close.
No. And that's all it is. It's him just trying to show up his old guys, right? Jimmy Johnson. What's the other guy that won one for him? Barry. Right, Barry.
Does that even count? Barry Switzer just, I mean, that team could coach itself.
I agree.
Barry just needed to sit there.
I agree. Yeah, he didn't need to do much. That team was beyond phenomenal.
And then what? They had was it Chan Gailey after that?
Yep. I remember.
Did they win with Chan Gailey too?
No, they did not win with Chan Gailey.
No.
Nope.
Oh, that was crazy.
Definitely.
But yeah, it's I mean, do you see McCarthy there after this year?
Absolutely.
Do you think he
fired? He's gonna either be fired or walk. I just don't see. I mean, if he can find another job, right? If I was him, I'd be looking for another gig. I'd be ready to go. I'm out of here. Right? I mean, what else can you do? You know,
I mean, the Cowboys job is arguably like the sweetest gig you can have as far as like visibility.
That's a good point. Yeah,
everybody talks about you, everybody looks at you, everybody cares about what you do, whether you're good, bad. Right?
No, you're absolutely.
But it's I don't. That's why Dak wanted to stay. It's like.
Yep.
The being the Cowboys quarterback is probably worth $50 million alone,
100%.
just on the side.
Yep. I would agree with that. I mean, yeah, anything you're gonna get and endorse, yeah, you can't beat it. You can't beat that. There's no other place to go. Yeah, I can't even think of there are no other teams to go to that you're gonna get that type of visibility. Yeah.
Yep. So I don't know. I agree with you, but it's I don't know. I don't know how those dominoes fall. If McCarthy does get fired, like, who replaces him?
Right.
Who survives off that staff? I'd have to think it's like a complete wipe. They get rid of the D coordinator, the offensive coordinator.
Everything.
Everybody's
cleaned out. No, I agree. Completely cleaned out. Yeah.
And if that happens, they go back into rebuild mode. They probably trade Micah.
Dude, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
It would make sense, but would Jerry do it? I don't think Jerry.
I don't know. I don't know how they're going to fit him in.
Right.
Jerry's really good at working the cap, but I'm not gonna lie about that. Like, if there's anybody that can figure it out, he would.
It would be him. Yeah,
but there's
find a way to kick the can down the road.
Yeah. Yeah, like in baseball, like that Shohei Ohtani contract is insane.
Yeah,
he's getting paid like nothing right now. Like they've got 3 MVP players on that team. Like in their batting order, 3 guys have been MVP of the league, and they're all in their prime. That's crazy.
That is maddening. Yeah,
you never see that.
No.
Like, I mean, the Yankees and Red Sox teams in the 90s and early 2000s, they had some pretty stacked lineups, but they never had 3 MVPs in the batting order in a row. Consecutive.
No. Yes. Speaking of, I mean, shout out to the Dodgers, right? We gotta touch.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Dodgers, the West Coast.
Nothing sweeter in this world than watching the Yankees lose at home. Oh, just warms my heart.
That was
warms
painful.
My heart.
That was painful, but
if it can't be the Red Sox,
right?
There's nothing better than watching the Yankees go down the flames.
Hey, man,
and I mean, aside from that, the bullpen game, they basically got absolutely shelled. Yeah, they had a couple competitive games, but I mean, they didn't even look like they belonged.
Nah, they got worked. They got completely worked. It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Wasn't
and
close.
I think Aaron Judge is a really good ball player, but I am so sick of like people talking about him in all-time terms. Like, the dude is like a 180 postseason hitter, and his best attribute is he strikes out.
Right.
Like, he's actually gotten a lot better at it. But I remember when he first came in the league, he was like top 3 strikeouts. Well, every year you could count on it. and when he plays good teams with good pitching,
right?
Guess what? Strikes out all the time.
Right. No. So ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Spence, because Spence watches everything. He can endure baseball. I don't think it's his favorite sport either by any means, but he definitely
endure baseball.
he can tolerate it for sure.
They call it America's pastime. I don't think it's. I think he made it past the baton to football, but
yeah, exactly.
It's I'll give credit to them. Like, they had to do something to fix the product because it was just getting too long. Games were getting too long, and they did work it. And the games are a lot more compact now. So shout out to the MLB. They did a great job.
They did.
And the World Series was. I mean, the postseason in general was really entertaining this year. And it's the first time in maybe almost 10 years that I can think that the I enjoyed watching the MLB postseason.
That's interesting.
And the Red Sox weren't even in it.
Right. Yeah, I know. That's interesting, man.
Yeah.
That's actually really interesting. I would have never.
They did a good job. I feel like. Yeah, I feel like they've got it moving in the right direction. The players are the young players are exciting, and they're making people want to watch. Ohtani is unique.
Very.
I mean Yamamoto. I saw Yamamoto live. I saw the Dodgers play the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. Hey, there you are. All of a sudden, you just popped on my screen. How you doing? Yeah, I saw him beat the Yankees in Yankee Stadium during the regular season in the summer, and I mean he is electric to see in person. I mean, that dude can deal.
Huh. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, so the changes that they've made, they're starting to come around. Yes, we finally got some other people in here so I can make sure this is working, man. Shout out. Mobile Raider Nation in the building. Eventually, ladies and gentlemen, it will be more than just Raider fans, right? It'll be all kinds of different fans. It's mainly on me, I'll be honest. I haven't had a chance to do all the things I need to do, right? Go into all these other new groups, right? Not just Raider groups, market, etc. I have not touched any other sport. I just push this out to Raider fans. So shout out to my Raider fans that watch us right now. Again, Spence, don't worry, I'm going to get us an audience, man. You're going to get us an audience too. So we working that out. So, yeah, but back to baseball, man.
I love the Raider fans.
I bet you do after the tuck rule. If y'all haven't remembered, he's a Pats fan. He's Patriots.
Oh, it's, sorry. That's all I got there. Sorry.
So, yeah.
Sorry, not sorry, actually.
I know. I was going to say, yeah, with baseball, I mean, they've made some changes, and it is coming back. It's definitely coming back. It's doing better than it has in the past. But do you see the young athletes gravitating to it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Because it's a simple money thing.
Right.
You want to make money? Play baseball.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Like you want to have a long career? Play baseball.
Yep. Absolutely right.
So I mean, I get it. Like it's not. I feel like it kind of like is the third option for kids growing up, right? Like it's like unless you had like a parent that played baseball and like instilled it in you.
Right.
If you're just like a kid growing up, like I feel like the days of, first of all, like kids today, like who even goes out? What parents let their kids go outside like on their own and like? I don't feel like it's like when we were kids, like I get up on Saturday morning, my mom would be like, "Okay, I'll see you in 6."
Right.
Right? It's like, and we just go and disappear.
Right. No,
we could be on our own for like 4 days. Like, we'll pop into somebody else's house to get some ramen or, whatever. But like we're doing our own thing.
Absolutely.
Like we're playing with football. We're climbing trees. Like kids today, like they do any of that?
No.
I don't think so.
They don't do any of that stuff, man.
Like parents are afraid the kids are going to get snatched off the street and like black market.
We got problems in America.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man.
So I mean, without that.
Oh, what in the world are you wearing, Turf? Come on, man. Stop acting like you don't know about those Las Vegas Knights. Shout out to the Knights. Yeah, we got chips, too. Yeah, I know, Leo. Go Dodgers. Go Dodgers. He's a Dodger kid. Let me see. I want to make this a little bit bigger.
You know what? Like, jumping back to the Dodgers real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Like, did anybody see Clayton Kershaw and his dad bod walking around on the field with his shirt off? Look at his big old beer belly walking around.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Like, I was kidding you. I was like, Clayton Kershaw, I was like, he's like injured, retired today.
Right.
It's like, but he was living it up yesterday.
Yep. Absolutely. So you got an echo, Spence, and I can't fix it. I don't know how to fix it yet.
I don't hear it on my
I
side.
know you don't hear it, and neither do I, really. I mean, I do hear it, but I don't hear it, and I can't fix it. I don't know how to fix it. It's all good, though. We're going to figure it out.
Let me see here.
It's not, I'm pretty sure it's not you. Uh-oh. I just turned the sound off. Okay, there we go. I'm pretty sure it's not you. Yeah, I just don't know how to fix it. Monitor is off. I don't know how to fix the echo. Yeah. You guys might have to deal with the echo for a tad bit. Yep.
Yeah, you know what? Next time we can try it with headphones or something. Maybe that'll improve it.
It's gonna be on my side. It's perfect for me, and I know what they're talking about. It's just this is one of those things that you got to test out, and you got to click on stuff and go back and forth. I really don't know why there's an echo though. That part, I definitely don't know how to figure that out. But
yeah,
hopefully it's not too bad of an echo. Is
That's
it like
okay.
a really bad echo? Let us know, guys, if it's a really bad echo, and then I'll try to figure it out live right here, right now. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep going into it, man. Looks like the Texans have finally scored. Are you watching the game by any chance or no?
Shout out to the Texans.
Yeah, right.
I am not actually.
Ah, okay. Dang, the Texans.
I am going to
are
just
6-2.
bring it up so I can see the. Yeah, but they just lost Nico a couple weeks ago, and they lost Stephon Diggs last week.
That's right.
So they're really shorthanded. They're relying on John Michi now, I think.
Right.
So that's not good.
I wish I got this thing free, Leo. Nope, me and the wifey, man. We went to our first Knights game. She got something similar. Yeah, it wasn't free, man. They killed me on this. But I mean, hey, I'm representing.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it was not free. And for the record, for all y'all are watching, man, shout out to Cheeto Linus Leo. If you do need merch, apparel, gear, he is your guy. He's got YouTube, everything, right? Check him out. Go to his page. If you need his info from me, let me know. Yeah, I'll actually get it to you. All of my fly gear, my baseball jersey, my Crosby jersey. He's got me other jerseys, man. Yeah, so if you need that merch, man, holler at me, holler at Cheeto Linus.
So he hooked you up with the
Max Crosby jersey. It's a baseball jersey, but it's Max Crosby and his number and stuff. You know how they do that cross stuff. Yeah, it's actually pretty fire though. I actually get a lot of comments about that particular jersey on a regular basis. So yeah.
Good. Hopefully he's there next year.
Stop it, Spence. Stop it. That's a good one though, because hopefully he's there by November 6th, right? The 5th is the last day for trades, right?
Oh man, you think they might deal him in season?
It would hurt me to my heart, but it's possible.
Man, that's like what's his name all over again? With
Devontae.
No, the other defensive end that's on the Chargers now.
Oh, Khalil Mack. Oh, that would be horrible. would be yet another. Yeah, that would be bad. I didn't even think about that. Man, that's terrible. I didn't even think about that, man. I mean, and that's part of our problem. We just don't know how to treat our players. It's been that way for a long time right now. Some of that residual is still, in that locker room. Got to get it out.
You know what? When Gruden dealt Mac, the haul he got for him was insane.
It was. It made no sense. We didn't materialize anything out of it.
It should have been huge for you. It should have been huge for you. It should have set you guys up. They should have looked back at that trade in retrospect, and it should have been like on the level of like the Cowboys.
Yes, 100%. Right when they
right. I mean, it was that big a trade, and like fast forward 5 years, like I don't think any of those picks hit, did they?
Not a single one. They totally dropped the ball.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not. The talent was there. I mean, if you go back and look at those drafts, all around those picks, you'll see players.
Right. Absolutely.
You didn't get any.
I think I may.
Same thing. Like we're in the same boat. Like we had the opportunity to draft Ladd McConkey. Instead, we trade down. We end up with Jalen Polk.
Right.
And the extra pick we get out of the trade, it turns into Javon Baker. Like, and it's like good. And it's Ladd McConkey's game last week. He had more yards and touchdowns than the two of them together for the entire season. So
the whole season, right?
Yeah, in one game.
All right, I'm going to try something here.
So it's like.
Let me see. I'm going to try something real quick, so hold on one sec.
All right.
Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
You can hear me, but we can't hear you. Let me see.
Nobody else can hear you.
Can you still hear me? Nope.
I can hear you.
Nope, can't still hear me. So we're going to go back. Now you can hear me. You can't hear me anymore? Oh, now you can hear me. Yeah. You can't hear me anymore still? No? Wait, I can hear you. You can't hear me anymore? No. What did I screw up? Oh, man.
Trial and error.
You can't hear me? This is the worst. Here we go. All right, you still can't hear me, huh? Well, I totally messed this up. Hold on. Maybe now you can hear me. Yes, no, maybe so. No, Spence. I don't know. You can't.
I can hear you all along.
Oh, you could hear me the whole time?
I can.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, I thought you couldn't hear me.
No, I can hear you the whole time.
Oh, man. I thought you could.
I thought you were talking to like somebody in the chat or something.
Oh, nah. I'm trying to figure out this echo because I do hear it. But it's not. It's very subtle.
So you hear an echo on mine. I don't hear an echo on yours.
Right. It's so subtle.
So I don't have I think I need to get a microphone. I think that'd probably help.
It might possibly be. Every time
I'm just using the microphone on the PC, and it's probably not great.
Right. It's possible. That's very, very possible. But
yeah.
We'll fix it for the next one. Like I say, there's other settings that I can try to fix and change too. But I don't think it's that bad because people are still watching. So shout out to my main man, Billy Davis, in the building. Billy Davis is got the weekends off. I don't know. Billy might have got a new job though. I don't know, Billy. You gotta fill us in, Billy, on the new gig, man. I know you ended up having to catch another job, man. So let us know how that's going. It's been a while since I've been able to check up on you, Billy. So here's to you, man. Holla at you. Let me know how you doing. All right, let's go into basketball, man, before we get out of here. We've been on for almost 40 minutes now, so we're going to switch gears. We're going to go to basketball before we get out of here and finish watching the second half of the game.
All right.
But
Bring it on.
what are you seeing this early that makes you happy, sad, indifferent?
The best thing I saw in the last week was Minnesota played the Lakers.
Yes.
And apparently Anthony Edwards had a field day with Bronny. And it was just priceless. It was just priceless. Like I heard one of the comments, he said his dad was out of the game. He said, your daddy ain't out here to help you now. I'm your daddy.
I mean,
He said,
know this was
when the game ended, he's like, bro, he's like, you don't even have to, you're all good. You don't have to bother taking a shower. You only played 3 minutes.
Oh man, that's awful. I know he is catching hell.
I was like, oh yeah, like Bronny's gonna get that all year.
Oh,
That's just all year.
Yeah, that's never gonna stop.
But it's no. My gut feeling says that he's gonna get sent down to the G League at some point.
I thought he did.
Like the beginning of the year. I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so because that was sent him to the G League.
Yeah, let me look.
He only played 3 minutes in the last game, but I don't know. They're talking about that like it's not going to make sense long term to keep him up.
Nah.
He needs to go down and develop.
Lakers.
I mean, the kid didn't even play.
Yeah, it says warning. It says he's getting hit with a G League warning.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's going to be a reality quickly.
Yeah.
I think he just was up to do the historical thing with Braun and being the first father-son combo. Like you know how LeBron likes to collect firsts. He likes to be the first. So
Oh
you got to be doing something now. He's not collecting rings anymore. So.
Right. Hey. He's looking good though this year.
Collect something.
Yeah, he's looking good though. On the coming out. He's
an athletic freak.
He is.
He's an athletic freak.
100%.
But he's. I mean, he's. Yeah.
You can't stand LeBron.
I don't like LeBron.
I know you don't. That's why he's over here biting his tongue. Spence can't stand LeBron. A lot of people can't, man. I get it. Yeah.
I think he's a good ambassador for the league. I just don't like all the extra stuff. Ooh, somebody just broke it. Who's that? Mitchie?
Tank Dell?
Tank Dell, maybe.
Yeah.
He's quick.
Yeah, they are about to stump
So-
the Jets. Yeah, he hasn't been 100% either. Tank Dell, he hasn't been 100%. Yeah, I haven't been fantasy.
No.
Yeah, I haven't. How are you doing in
I mean,
fantasy?
he's the number one guy now.
Yeah, with Collins.
That's
That's right. That's going to be their issue. That's going to be their issue right there in itself. And you know what? It wouldn't shock me if they did something before the deadline. Because guess what? They're going to get rid of what you would call it anyways.
Who are they going to
I have no idea, but I
Who are they
mean,
gonna get?
that's a great question. Who's out there? Who is out
All
there?
the wide receivers are gone. I mean, Deontay they gave Deontay away.
They sure did.
Do you see that trade? They traded a pick swap and Deontay.
Ah, that's right.
It's like their 5 for the Carolina 6. Like the draft picks are literally like probably 3 spots away
Right.
from each other. So they just and now Baltimore. Like I don't understand how Baltimore lucks out like this. Like Baltimore now, if Deontay is a free agent and he leaves,
Right.
now they're going to get the compensatory pick for him
Yes, that is crazy.
instead of Carolina. Apparently, Carolina just doesn't know what they're doing.
I agree.
I'm convinced of that. Like
Billy D, I'm pulling
that's
for
the worst run franchise.
Right.
You know?
It is. It is. My main man, D Menace, is in the building. Salute Turf. Stopped in to hit that like button. Busy at work. Have a great show, brother. I'll catch the playback. I appreciate you, man. That is the most supportive brother I've ever met in my entire life. D Menace. Always shout out D Menace, man. And I haven't forgot about you. We got to figure out when I'm going to see you next, man. Whichever game it is, man. I got to make sure I get you these merchandise, little things I got for you. I got a little lot for him, and he hooks us up to all of our live shows, and that goes for all of the Raider Syndicate. So once again, shout out D Menace. But yeah, who are they gonna get? They have to. They have to. They're ready to win, in my opinion. Defensively, they're good. I mean, with the offense they did have, I thought they would do better.
I don't know who's selling.
Who's not going?
The Patriots are selling. They get a Tyquan.
They're not going for that. I mean, we don't have anything. I mean,
Yeah, none of the big things are available anymore.
Nope. I mean, all we have is
unless Tennessee's feeling frisky and wants to deal Ridley.
I mean, why not? They've already dealt everybody else. They might as well get rid of what they have. I mean, it's the only reason I would be okay with getting rid of Jacoby Myers if they're gonna give us they're gonna have to give us a king's ransom, and that would never happen. It wouldn't make sense, man. So, yeah, I don't know. That's a great, but they are ready to win now, in my opinion. And again, they're not. Why would they pay Diggs? This was his contract year. Why would they pay him? He's one and done. He's out. With the torn ACL, there's no reason to re-sign him. So it's not
that's right. I didn't even think of that.
That's what I'm trying to say. I would go get somebody now. I'm not waiting for the offseason.
I don't know
who.
I don't know who's out there. They missed the boat.
Oh, he missed that.
They would have been a great landing spot for Hopkins.
Yes.
D-Hop going back to Houston.
To go back to Houston, that would have been a great story, but they screwed up.
And instead, he goes to the embarrassment of riches, Kansas City.
I hate that team.
It's like, I don't know. Their GM is exceptional.
Without question.
What's his name? Brett. Yeah. He's exceptional. It's him and what's his name in San Francisco. Those two. They're on another level.
They are. I admit it.
Really, they're really good at identifying talent. And I thought the Cowboys for a long time were too. They drafted. I feel like the Cowboys always draft pretty well.
They do.
But it's once they get them in the building is where they mess it up.
Right. It's ridiculous. The Cowboys. That might be somewhere for them to wheel and deal. I don't think they're going to get rid of their young talent though, but it'd be something to ask about. I mean, you're not getting CeeDee. They got to go get somebody though. That's a great. Who can they go get? They're ready. So do you believe that they're ready to win now? Like how I feel? I think they're ready to win now. I mean, they're young. I mean, they're, you know.
Oh yeah,
But I think the team they
But
have.
Nico's not out for the year. It's just Diggs is out for the year.
Yeah,
Diggs is
Collins
done.
is too, isn't he? I thought
But
Nico was out too.
Nico's going to be back. No, I think Nico's going to be back in a week or two.
Oh, I thought he was out. Out.
I don't think he's out for the year. No.
Okay. Well, then that would make more sense.
I don't think so.
That would make more sense.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that gives you some flexibility. You don't have to go get a top line receiver, but they probably need something. I mean, they clearly thought that because they went out and got Diggs
100%.
in the first place, you know?
100%. And that's why I'm saying,
But-
and you know he's gone. So it's like, yeah, go get somebody. But the real question is,
You know, honestly, I'm not gonna. I don't want to like kill it because I really want the Patriots to be in on this guy, but T. Higgins.
hey, you like him, huh?
Oh, he's legit. He's legit.
Yeah, I like
T. Higgins.
too.
I want. He's the one I wanted in Boston. I've wanted T. Higgins in Boston for a while.
Wow. Even with the injuries, you know that doesn't scare you. Injuries.
That doesn't scare me.
Wow. That's
No.
interesting.
Yeah, you just got to get him out of Cincinnati. Cincinnati is like, that's the injury. Cincinnati is the injury. Injury of a city.
No, I get it.
Injury of the uniform. Just an injury. It's like
That is
they're the only team that could have Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins,
Jesus Christ,
and Joe Mixon, and
all of that talent.
not be in the Super Bowl every year.
It's a travesty.
Not be in the Super Bowl every year.
It's a travesty. No,
Yeah.
I agree. That's it. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make
That's
sense.
why they call them the Bungles.
The Cincinnati Bungles. I think we played them this week. We played them this week, right? I think so.
Yeah.
Leo, you still going to that game, bro?
So you get to put the knife in their season.
That would be nice, but I don't know if we got it in us.
Yeah, you beat them this week and they're done. I think they're in the same boat as the Jets.
Yeah.
But they're not really going anywhere. But I think officially, if they lose this week, they're done.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, there's no coming back from losing this week. Absolutely not. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. For sure. I think I found it. I found the issue. Force mono.
What's the issue?
I'd have to re-switch it. It'll be good for the next show, though. There's a force mono audio.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's the only thing I can see. I've been looking and searching this whole time, man. Because you know me, I'm a OCD
Next time I'm gonna try.
guy.
I'll get a microphone. My son's got a mic like yours.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We'll try it.
Yeah, we're building this thing as we fly it, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing's perfect. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. We'll get there with a form right, the whole nine. Think of this as our soft opening. This is our soft opening.
We're feeling our way out.
Exactly.
We're feeling our way out.
We'll have this running really smooth sooner before later. I promise you. We'll hit way more sports, right? We'll dive into my favorite, boxing, right? We'll dive into the ones that aren't my favorites, right? I mean, tennis is actually one of my favorites, but yeah. I like all sports, man. I really do. I like all sports. It's just baseball is the one that gets me. As you can see, I love our Knights. I used to love my Hartford Whalers, but that's a whole nother conversation. And for y'all that didn't know, man, I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. Yeah, I'm a Bulls fan. I mean, That's why I don't see how Spence even gets up in the morning for basketball anymore. I mean, your team has like 100 championships. You're never gonna see what your team did in the past ever. Just like I'm never gonna see us win 6 championships in 7 years with 2 back-to. That's just never gonna happen again. So I barely watch until playoffs. How do you keep that passion, man? Because you love basketball. That's always been. You might love basketball even more than football, right?
I don't know about that, but it's
It's up there.
yeah. I love the Celtics, and when the Celtics are good, it's fun to watch.
It's over. It's
When
over.
I remember the dark days when we had Al Jefferson and we were getting stomped every night. I lived right next to the Garden, and I used to just go down there. Like I didn't even bother buying tickets. I just go down there before the game and get them right off the street. Like there's people out there just basically giving them away.
Right.
So I remember when it was bad.
Yeah. That was when we were growing up. Yeah, you guys are horrible.
Yeah.
You
gotta enjoy it. You gotta enjoy it when it's good.
True.
You gotta enjoy it. Like that's the takeaway from the Celtics, from the Red Sox, from the Patriots. When they're good, enjoy it because it's not gonna last forever.
Right. Gunsmoke in the building. Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween, man. Yep. It is Halloween. Kids are out. So when y'all hear the dogs barking, that's what it is.
That's it.
They're crazy today. Wild. This game is looking like it's going to be a game now, right? This game they just scored. The Jets just scored. So this game is setting up to.
Oh my God! Did he drop the?
He did.
He dropped the ball.
Thank God.
He dropped the ball.
You dummy. You dummy.
Good job, Jets. Good job.
You dummy. That is so bad. Why do they do that?
How does that keep happening? They did it last week in the college football too.
Where did they start this foolishness?
I don't know. They don't know.
I don't know where they started that, man. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand.
And you're watching them lose by 7 points.
By 7 points. It's so bad.
That's how they're gonna lose. 7 points.
That is unreal, man. That is unreal to me. Absolutely unreal.
So there's still a few days before the deadline, right? Like if the Jets lose tonight and their season's basically done, do you think they turn into sellers? And they go trade Devontae and they trade Mike Williams.
They might.
Do you think they're going to hold on to all those guys?
They might trade Mike Williams. I could see Mike Williams going. I don't think they wanted to keep him.
You don't think they deal Devontae?
No, it's Aaron Rodgers' guy.
If they could pull like a second round pick for him,
they're not going to do it.
Yeah, I know, but their
Rodgers
season's done.
Go for
They're
it.
cooked after this.
But Aaron Rodgers is not going for that. He's not going for that. He's just not. You know that. You know.
What if they trade Aaron Rodgers?
Please, they just fired the coach for Aaron Rodgers. They're not firing Aaron Rodgers. They're not getting rid of him. I mean, the truth is they should have dealt him to us. That's what they should have done.
What if they do?
They won't.
Imagine if they trade Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams to the Raiders right before the trade deadline.
It'd be stupid. It'd be so stupid.
Would that be the first time that a player has been traded off a team and then back to it in the same season?
Just crazy. It's crazy.
That would be a first.
For sure. But
I'll tell you what, like,
yeah.
yes, he's a running back too. Maybe they can like throw like Brees Hall in there too.
Man, please, there is no way. Because now you're giving us a ready-made team with those three pieces right there alone. That changes everything because that's what we need. We need a quarterback, a running back, and a wide receiver.
You can trade them your next 4 first-round picks.
Yeah, right. I wish. I wish.
You know, weird things have happened.
I know. I agree. That I do agree.
Jets fans would revolt, but I mean,
Who cares?
it's nothing they're not used to.
Exactly.
They're used to being trash anyway, so if they had trash, they would be just status quo.
Par for the course, ladies and gentlemen. Par for the course. Speaking of, man, when are we going golfing before it starts to get
I could sit here and cut up these teams like for hours. The Yankees. I could do a whole show just cutting the Yankees.
When we gonna get out on the golf course, man?
Speaking of the Yankees, have you seen the comeback on Netflix?
No, I haven't.
This is my plug for the comeback.
Okay, yeah.
Go watch it. It's fantastic.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Good.
As a New Englander, even if you're not really a baseball guy, but as a New Englander,
I can still
you can appreciate the comeback.
Absolutely, 100%. Just because I don't enjoy baseball like that doesn't mean I don't get it. You know what I mean? I do get it. I mean, baseball is huge, especially my high school.
I was there for one of those games.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was there for games. One of the most unbelievable things to ever experience is a Yankees Red Sox, especially when the stakes were as high as they were.
That's gotta be the best game in
place
baseball.
It was electric. I've never experienced anything like it.
Wow.
The energy in the air. I mean, you could feel it in the air.
Right.
At Fenway Park.
Yeah.
I mean, it was electric. I mean, the place was just like shaking. You could feel it under your feet, the chairs, everything.
Yeah, that's sick.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's sick. I'm gonna watch that for sure. Just from being a sports fan in general, I like documentaries like that. But I do remember those rivals. It's got to be probably the best rival in all sports, right? I mean, what other rival is bigger than the Yankees Red Sox? Seriously, what's bigger than that?
No, I mean, especially back at that point in time, you're talking like the Yankees at the peak of their powers.
Right.
You know, like that was like those Yankee teams back from the 90s were just insane.
Absolutely.
Into the early 2000s.
They were monstrous. Dude, you just rail off
guys
that were just insane. Insane from that team.
Yeah.
Those teams.
You just watch it. It's like, Gary Sheffield, A-Rod, Jeter, Dude,
Jeter is... Derek Jeter is one of the most interesting dudes. Is he's still not married, right? No kids, probably still. He's an interesting dude.
I feel like I saw he got married.
He got married finally.
I feel like I saw he got married. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got an yeah.
But I mean, his hit list is legendary.
Yeah, beyond legendary. That sounds like your phone. Yeah, he's Derek Jeter. Yeah, baseball player. If I could sit down with somebody, he's probably at the top of my list. Probably Derek Jeter for sure.
He wouldn't tell you anything.
I know.
He wouldn't tell you anything.
He's just dry.
I've heard stories about Jeter, like crazy stories. I know. I've met girls that reportedly have hooked up with him.
Right. Oh yeah.
And like he's got a playbook. I'll just say that he's got a playbook.
I like it. I like it. Derek Jeter, man. If I could ever get that interview, anybody out there that knows
when he was in Boston, like when he was in Boston, like to play the Sox, like he wouldn't even mess with going to like clubs or bars or whatever. He would just go rent a place out completely for him.
Just for
he would put the people in.
He would.
I kid you not.
No, I believe it. I believe
he doesn't care.
Yeah, must be nice, right? Must be nice, Mr. Jeter. Yeah, he's
must be nice.
I'm telling you, man, he's an interesting.
Nice. And you know what the best part about the postseason this year was seeing A-Rod, Jeter, and Poppy.
Right.
Like right in the middle of the screen with John Smoltz.
Just sick.
Like Poppy in between the two Yankees.
Yeah.
He loved it. And Jeter was like, "This is like my bottom five being with Poppy on here. The bottom five moment.
Bottom five.
Poppy had a feeling in him.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Dead in the Water. We will be back next week, man. We're not gonna miss, right, Spence? I almost checked out because it was Halloween, man. But I said, nah, we're gonna have a show. And hopefully I'll get all of my issues corrected. Yeah, we sure did. And hopefully I'll get my issues, fixed. We won't hear Spence, sounding like he's in a tunnel or any of that other stuff. And like Mo Val just said, man, make the Raiders great again. Yes, Mo Val. But yeah, you got anything for the people, Spence?
No, man. Stay safe. Enjoy Halloween. Thanks for watching if you're there.
Yeah. Oh, they're out
and there. We'll see you next week. Hey, I'm going to put some work in this week. We're going to come with some gambling picks next week.
Yeah.
We're going to make some people some money.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned.
I love it. That is going to be one of our big, maybe we'll dive into fantasy too, right? We'll start doing a little bit of all of this stuff. This is just a short one, ladies and gentlemen, because it's Halloween, right? Next week, we'll get back to regular time, maybe even earlier, and finish out the whole game. And like he said, we'll have segments, we'll have things that'll be interesting for you guys, especially for you bettors. So get ready. All right, until then, man.
Keep it real.
Yes, sir. Next time. All right, Spence. And YouTube world. We are out. Peace.
Welcome.